What is up everybody, this is Yuri and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to talk about President Trump. Well, we're not going to talk about him. We're going to talk about his new petition which he filed for H1B denials, H1B RFE denials, and its impact and its consequences. Let's get started. Alright, so before you start freaking out, before you start getting into the problems and consequences and its impact, I want to tell you that this is a petition. This doesn't mean that it's implemented. It is just proposed petition. It can be denied, it can be approved, and also if it is approved, it takes time to get implemented. It's not something which will implement overnight, so don't freak out. So the way I'm going to talk about this whole situation in two ways. One, which is right now current situation where the petition is not approved, and the one which is if the petition gets approved, what is the petition and what will it impact. So let's talk about what happens right now. So for those of you who don't know what is H1B visa, it's an work visa allotted by United States for anybody who can legally work and legally authorized to work in United States for a certain company. Now, what is RFE stands for? RFE stands for request for evidence. Now what happens is you convince your employer hires a lawyer, or either they have a lawyer team. So they file for your H1B visa. When they file, they have to fill up, your lawyer will probably fill up with your help, they will fill up at least 10 to 20 different forms and documents and everything. We will do a separate video on all of that, but this is just to explain you the process. So you fill up all the documents and then you send a packet to immigration team. So once you send that packet, a visa officer gets selected for your case. Your case number gets generated and they start reviewing your application. So when he's reviewing your application, let's say you happen to make a mistake in your spelling mistake or age or job role or any kind of mistake. If you make a mistake or if you leave something blank or if you didn't provide a supported document, then they sent you RFE, which means that it's a request for evidence. Please, so officer is telling you that, hey, I don't understand what you mean by this, or I don't have your passport, or I don't have this document, I don't have your job offer, I don't have your salary slip. Any of that document or any kind of mistake you make, they say that either rectify this mistake or send me more documents which is evidence to your application. So that's what RFE stands. And right now they have to send you, they are legally binded to send you that. They cannot reject your visa, they cannot just reject your visa that there's no document, I'm going to reject it. They have to ask and request you to send more document. So that's, and let's say you send that supporting document. Once you have that document, they go through your document, everything looks good, they approve your visa. So that's the normal process which is going on right now. Now let's talk about what is this petition and what will happen if the petition gets approved. Okay, so the petition is basically saying that when there is an error in your application, so you submit your application and if there is an error, or you forgot to submit your document, or you forgot to submit your supporting salary slip or any kind of document, or you made some mistake, then visa officer will have an authority to reject your visa right away. So he will not be bounded to send you requests for evidence. He can deny your visa based on the fact that you did not provide supported documents, or you made an error, or whatever that mistake is. But he also can choose, if he is nice enough and he wants to, then he can choose to do an RFE. He's like, oh, I feel that this human being is genuine, this application is genuine, I still want him to send me supporting documents. He can choose to do that, but he's not legally bounded to do that. So that's what the petition is. Now there's a good and bad side to this. Now I'm going to talk about bad one is first, that if you genuinely are a really good application and you made a mistake, it's an honest mistake, then if the officer is reviewing it and he might not be in a good mood, they can reject your visa, but it was your honest mistake, and that's bad. But the good part is that there are a lot of application, unfortunately they purposely intentionally try to leave it empty or blank so they can buy some time, and that's why President Trump is trying to do this. So I understand that it's gonna be a little bad and good both, but don't freak out. It's not something which is going to happen right now. It's not gonna something happen overnight. This is going to take time. A lot of people are fighting for it. A lot of people are trying to explain this whole situation. There might be more conditions added to this petition, so it's not ready yet, it's not implemented yet, so don't start freaking out. I just made this video because a lot of people have been texting me and asking me, have you read this petition, what are your thoughts? So I thought this might be a good quick video for you guys to watch and understand what is happening and what will happen if this gets implemented. Again, don't focus on this, focus on your hard work, focus on getting a good job, and every good company will have a good lawyers team. This basically means that lawyers will have to do a very good thorough background check for you. They have to make sure that all your supporting documents are well. You will have, when they send you to review your application, you will have to review the application more enough. It's just making sure the process is strong and solid. So it's not something which is going to impact you heavily, but it can impact you if you just made a mistake and it can be denied. So I don't think that you should start freaking out. You are just starting to come to United States. Focus on your getting admission, focus on your studies, focus on getting a job, and then you should worry about all this. You know, there might be a lot of other petitions filed and this can be not even implemented, so don't worry about this for now. So I hope this answers your questions, and I hope this gives you a little bit of hope and motivation and calms you down. So don't freak out. If you are still freaking out, DM me on Instagram and I can answer your personal questions. And if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram so we can connect there. Also, please let me know what video do you want me to make next. I think this was a great suggestion. I jumped on it and I made this video just for you. I love to make videos which you guys want to watch. And until our next episode, keep smiling and keep hustling. Denials or H1B, RFE denials, and that in